Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So, in today's video, in our Universal Law series, we are talking about the law of compensation. And this law is so very important for everyone to understand, for you to take it in, digest it, and realize that you should always get what it is that you feel you are worth. Okay? So, the law of compensation broken down, put into a quick 2-second description is you get what you give. Okay? You can also entertain karma, or you reap what you sow. Okay? You can pull all of that in and fit it underneath the umbrella of law of compensation. It also can be its cousin, and it's attuned to, or a sister to the cosmic law of balance. Okay, the 7 cosmic laws. This also falls underneath the umbrella of balance. So what the law of compensation says is that everything that you do, you will be compensated for. Okay, it doesn't matter how little or how great it is, there will always be some form of compensation. Now, understand that not everywhere in the universe uses paper money, okay? They don't know who George Washington is, George Jefferson, Ben Franklin. Thomas Jefferson, sorry. This is George Jefferson. Anyway, it's not Thomas Jefferson. They don't know who Ben Franklin is. They don't know these individuals, right? They don't know who the Queen of England is, right? So it's not always about money. However, because we have agreed that the money construct that we have in place at this point in time is used for compensation, and that it can be accepted as a form of compensation, then this can fall underneath that as well. Okay, so dealing with your jobs, if you feel that you are not getting paid what you are worth, if you feel that they do not find value in you at your job, you can transmute that energy. One, stop focusing on they're not paying me what I'm worth. This sucks. Okay? Start focusing on what you want. I want a raise. I love my job. I love the people. I love the things that I do, but I would also love a raise, right? So it can match my value somewhat. Start putting the number on your value. Start focusing on that. Either the job will rise to the occasion, or you will be allowed to be free to go find somewhere that will pay you accordingly, that will compensate you for your efforts. Okay, the answer is not dwindling down and saying that's not in my job description. No, stop working based off your job description and start focusing on the vision that you want for the position in which you're in. So if you work in customer service, right, and the job description is handling customer complaints, right, you want to transmute that energy and say, how can I enhance this customer's experience? I used to work in a call center. I used to have to take calls from disgruntled customers who had problems with their bills or problems with their cell phones, right? Or they were trying to get credit to purchase something, and they weren't approved for the credit, and it would be a bummer for them. But the people around me would, always get the problem customers, and I would always get the nice customers. It's not that I was getting nice customers, it's just that I knew how to talk to them. I knew how to deal with them. I didn't realize I was, using this law of I get in what I put out. But I know from my experience as a customer, as a consumer, that when I call into a place customer service, I want someone to treat me like they got some damn sense. Don't talk down to me. Don't be belligerent. I'm already having a difficult time, so try to have some empathy. And because of that, because I provided a lot of value, I used to get a lot of raises. I used to get raises real quick, right? I used to be seen, or I used to get away with a lot of different things. I would be late to work, I would miss work, and they wouldn't fire me. And people are like, well, how come? Because if that happened to me, then, if I did that, if it was me, I would be fired. But because I was putting such value into the customers, my job found value in me, and they didn't want to let me go. They were like, all right, girl, I understand. I understand. It's okay, cool, right? Just brush it off and pushed it on, right? So the law of compensation works in many different ways. Now, understand, right? Remember, all these laws intertwine. And remember, energy never dies. So, if energy never dies and it just cycles through, and we have multiple lifetimes, multiple different life spans, sometimes you are compensating for one life choices in another. Okay? It's going deep. We got to get out our human feelings right now, and we're diving deep. Remember, remember that there's things that you're working through continuously. Your soul just wants to grow. Your spirit just wants to grow and feel the different type of energy patterns that are out there to experience. So, one life cycle, you may have been, as a matter of fact, I'm going to use a real life example. Someone, I was watching a past life regression, okay? And in one life, they were a very wealthy European business realtor. And how they came about that was by buying out, gentrification, right? They came and they were buying up all this land and putting people out, displacing them, didn't treat them right, was like, oh, we gonna give y'all 2 days and $500 to go find somewhere new, where he could have given them more, right? But in that time frame where he was living, it was, like mediocre, it was pennies. But it seemed like it was a good value at the time. Towards the end of his lifespan, when he was getting ready to transition, he realized that his ways in that life cycle was horrible, and he actually died from a heart attack. Right, it was weighing down on his heart. Now, this life cycle in the present, right, in 2020, it was this year, or no, it was 2021. I was watching this. So in 2021, this soul decided to come back as a woman in an ethnic, right? Instead of being European, they weren't black. They were different ethnicity, but they wanted to live like middle means, like right below, like right at the threshold of being a poor and middle class, just so they could experience this, right? So they could atone for what it is that they did in the last life cycle. So now they're being compensated, right? So understand and understand, at this point in time in your life cycle, any desires and thoughts that you have, you are meant to rise to that occasion. You're meant to be on that vibration. You're not taking something away from someone else, because their life cycle or lifespan, the story that they may be living, the things that they may be compensating for, may be to be a pauper, or to be poor, or to be, in a underprivileged scenario, because their last life cycle they had so much and they had to learn how to be grateful for things. So that's why they decided to come in this cycle and live the way how they are. So never think that you can have too much or that you're taking away. If you want to do big things, you have to have big things, okay? If you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, right, find how you can be valuable to a million or billion people, right? McDonald's, when he started the franchise from the McDonald's brothers, when he stole that idea and gave them whatever they felt they should be compensated, right? I'm pretty sure they didn't have the big vision outlook, okay? But McDonald's said, or whatever the guy's name is, but the founder of McDonald's said, you know what? I can bring this thing bigger. I want to serve or be of service to billions of families. And I want this to grow to such a large exponential term that things will grow so way beyond belief and perception that eons from centuries, eons from now, people will still be saying my name and living off my idea. That was his life path, this cycle. That was what he was meant to do, right? He wasn't worried about taking it away from someone else, right? He gave him what he felt was available to them, right? Remember, it's all about perception. Some people may feel that he was wrong to give them just a little cut off the beginning, and some people may feel that it's right, okay? But you need to be focused on you. What is your life cycle? So know that everything you put out, even if you don't get it back immediately right now, it's coming back to you in some form or way. When I used to break the law and drive without a license and get by the skin of my teeth, there was a couple times I got caught until it kept building up, and I ended up spending a couple nights in jail. That wasn't fun. They're like, why are you in jail? Oh, because my license. I was driving on a suspended license for free with knowledge again, right? I was compensated for that bad behavior. So know that it's a two-way street. It doesn't matter what the energy is that's putting out, because the universe is just responding to those signals that you're giving off. The universe is just responding to the vibration that you're allowing yourself to calibrate on. So no, the law of compensation works regardless of what you're doing and who you are. If you plant a seed in the ground, if you plant an apple seed in the ground, you can expect to be compensated with a tree full of apples. You're not going to get oranges, okay? This tree, where is it? It's the big tree kind of behind me. You can't really see. There you go. That on my archway, it's not really a tree, it's a vine. But that's passion fruit. And we planted this passion fruit last year in 2021. It was a little thing like this, and it grew up. It's now on the power lines. It's in the other trees over here, and it gives us so much passion fruit, right? We are being compensated for the love and the watering and the talking to, everything that's there. My daughter, who's 23, let me see if you can see her mulberry tree. You can't really see it. It's that tree right there. She planted this mulberry tree when she was 5 in the backyard. And it was a small bush, right? A little mulberry bush, and now it's grown to a mighty, mighty tree. And it gives us so many mulberries. My husband made mulberry wine from it, right? The tree compensated us for all the love and all the time and all the effort, right? The earth compensated us and allowed it to grow into something huge. And now we have so many mulberries, right? It's coming in season. I see a couple dropping off now, right? So everything that you do, what you put in is what you get out. That's the law of compensation, and it works no matter who you are, where you are, what you do, or what path you are on. Okay? All right. So wealthy family, that's all that I have for you today. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for rocking with your girl. Like, we are steady trekking. All right, we are, what is today, 6? This is day 6 of our video. So we got 6 more to rock on. And are you, by the way, as we're talking about compensation, are you investing in yourself so that you can sow the benefits of that investment? Okay, we have 2 days until the Lion's Gate, until the accumulation of this energy that we are very much in right now. But on Monday, August 8th, it will be accumulation, and I am facilitating a meditation, and I'm doing a card reading for everyone that is present during this session. All right, it will be recorded and emailed out to you. Have you invested in yourself? It's only $18.88. Okay, that's all it is, right? I know my energy is valuable and is worth more than that. However, I want to be of service to all to all that I can, which is why it's at that price point. But I deserve to be compensated for the efforts that I put out. And you deserve to be invested and to find the value and the time and the things that you put in, okay? So if you haven't already joined up or joined in, be sure to click the link below in the description, okay? It'll take you right to my website, right to the page where you can sign up for the meditation. The Zoom link will be emailed to you. Everything is there. Or if you need assistance, feel free to email me at ascendinginfinitegoddess.com or visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, and send me a message from there. All right, I'll respond within like 48 hours. Okay? All right, so I love you all. That is all I have for you. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.